Los Angeles, the first ever one championship open workout in the United States. Sage, you don't have your fight booked yet, as far as we all know, unless you want to break some news to us. Do you have your fight booked yet?
Yeah, actually, just talking about it. It's going to be May 17th in Singapore, and looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
You know who your opponent is yet?
It looks like my opponent's going to be Cosmo Alexander.
Oh, is this an MMA fight?
MMA fight. Yes,
Okay,
but I know he's a well-known kickboxer, kickboxing world champion, and 7-1 as a pro for MMA.
How about that? A little bit of news. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
One championship, Sage Northcutt. Is that feeling natural yet? Does it feel like you're there, that you're in it now?
You know what? I want to have my first fight, but yeah, it does feel natural. I've been treated with respect, and the whole entire company has character, and they do everything that I believe in. So I'm looking forward to it.
And the weight class for that fight, you know what that's going to be at yet? Is that 170?
Yes, so welterweight. So 170, but I believe it goes up to 185, if I'm correct.
Right, because the one weight classes are different. So like welterweight is 185, I believe, in one, right?
Right, because you don't have the weight cutting, so that's pretty cool.
Is it in a cage or in a ring?
You know, I'm not sure yet. I believe it's going to be in the cage.
Okay.
I'm still waiting to find out.
Yeah, we got to figure these things out.
The cage would be great. That'd be really cool.
There was a huge fan contingent here today, and you kind of put on a show in the open workout doing your flips. Were you surprised about the energy? Because people think that, some people think it was only UFC, but this kind of showed that, the fans are here for the fighters, not just for the organization.
Yeah, exactly. No, I wasn't surprised about the energy. I mean, we have Eddie Alvarez here, Demetrius Johnson, two champs that are amazing, and then I'm out here to put on a show for everybody. And I think the people that were following us in the UFC are still going to follow us in One Championship and support us. And then One Championship has an amazing amount of followers over in Asia. If I'm saying it right, they had over 20 million viewers on average in 2018 on every card, which is huge numbers. So it's gonna be awesome because you have such a big fan base.
You're a black belt in multiple disciplines of karate and taekwondo, and you've been doing martial arts for pretty much your whole life. All of those martial arts are kind of from Asia. They kind of have their foundation in Asia. But I feel like you're almost going home to the motherland in a sense, because you practice these Asian disciplines your entire life.
Right. Pretty much, it's based on the true martial arts, and I think that's what I love. I grew up doing karate, and then Kajikimbo, I was doing Korean forms, Japanese forms, different styles like that. So different Asian styles that stick out. So definitely feel like part of home.
So the fight against Alexander is going to be MMA. But I think you also said today that you want to do Muay Thai and kickboxing also in one.
Right, yes sir, definitely.
Why all three?
You know what? I grew up doing a karate background, have a karate background, kickboxing background. So I really feel like I could showcase my set of skills for the kickboxing. I believe I could be the champion for kickboxing at One Championship. The Muay Thai, I believe I could be the champion at that too, and showcase my set of skills for that. And then obviously the MMA too, I believe I could do that.
In MMA, the rules are a little bit different in one, and I guess the biggest one is you can land knees. You're smiling already about this. You can land knees on the ground to opponents to their head. Does that excite you?
Oh yeah, that's really cool. That's like, it's like I don't know how to say it. It's like if you're like playing a game and then they add like another like add-on to the game. Like you have like a car and then all of a sudden you soup up the car and you get to make the car faster. Now it's like you're a fighter, but you get to add more techniques. Now you're more dangerous. So I think it's going to be more exciting.
For sure. So you're a guy who really kind of grew up in the UFC. I mean, you're still young, so you're still growing up a little bit in the game. But you're on looking for a fight. You're on the show. They did invest resources in you. They invest promotion in you. Was part of you surprised that it didn't work out with them and you ended up with one?
You know what? I think they wanted it to work out. They had offered me to fight Damian Maia. So that's I believe it was the #2 guy in the UFC. And so obviously they believe I had the skill set to go out there and fight Damian Maia and do that. So, but One Championship is what I chose to do, and what my coaches chose to do, and they're offering so much greater things and so much more that I'll be able to accomplish. So I'm looking forward to it.
The fight with Damian Maia, that was going to be earlier this year or late last year?
That was going to be right after my contract ended. Okay. So my last fight was last year, and then my contract ended, and they were in the works talking about trying to offer me that fight, but I was already signing with One Championship, and that was my plan to do.
So they wanted you to sign a new contract, and then you would get that fight. Essentially, is that what it was?
Yes. Yeah. We had offered or asked them to release me from my contract. When my contract ended, there was a 90-day period, but they wouldn't do it. So I had to wait out that 90 days just because they wouldn't release me and be able to do that. So after the 90 days, I went to Singapore. I went to see One Championship, the event, and talk to Mr. Chaudhry, and that's when it all happened.
Did any other organizations show interest, and were you interested in those, or were you going to be at one no matter what?
Yeah, there was plenty of other organizations that offered, and I checked them out. But when I came out to see one championship, and I got to see the environment, how they treat the fighters, and Mr. Chaudhry and how he treats the fighters himself, and his love for the sport, that really made my mind up.
So that's kind of what sealed the deal for you. That's why one kind of stood out above the rest.
I believe that they have like the values, and what they do is like the path that I'm on. So
in the UFC, I mean, most people, if you ask them what their goals are, it's always, I want to win the title in whatever division I'm fighting in. But it seems like you have different goals in one. You want to do 3 different sports. So what are your goals in one championship?
Well, you know what? Obviously, everybody wants to be a champion. So that's my plan, is to be a champion for the MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai. And who knows if I do submission grappling or whatever it might be after that. But I also want to be able to make an impact. And that's such a big fan base. Like I was saying, average 20 million viewers per card last year. That's massive. And just like Mr. Chaudhry does, where like giving to foundations and supporting the people that are in the need and need help and that are struggling. That's important to me too. And I believe I could do that with one championship.
You, of course, train at Team Alpha Male up in Sacramento. Have you been up there for Cody Garbrandt's camp ahead of his fight this weekend?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he's looking great.
I was going to ask you, how is Cody looking ahead of the Pedro Munoz fight at 235?
Oh yeah, Cody's looking awesome. He's super sharp, and he's training hard, and he's feeling great too.
Did your game change a lot when you moved up there? Did you feel like you're a different fighter now since you moved to Team Alpha Male?
Absolutely. You know, I never had any training. I never had really any sparring, any kind of wrestling or anything at all. Pretty much before Team Alpha Male, I was in high school, and then I was in college trying to be an engineer at the number one engineering school in the nation. So that's definitely tough, but definitely has changed, improving my transitions, improving every little thing.